All right. Hey, how's it going? So, a couple of days ago, I watched Season 2, Episode 1 of Age of Youth, also known as Hello My Twenties. And I'm just kind of upset. You know, I talked so positively about the first season of Hello My Twenties, Age of Youth. And my favorite character from Age of Youth was Yoonjae. And guess what? First episode. By the way, I've been waiting for season 2 for a while, and I know it's been out for quite a while, and then it just hasn't been on Netflix, so I haven't been able to watch it. And then I was just on Netflix, and I just saw it was there. I was like, wow, okay, let's watch the first episode. And I haven't been following news leading up to it. So to my surprise, I'm like, where's Yoonjae? Where's Yoonjae? Is that supposed to be Yoonjae? And there's a new woman there. And, it's not the same. Yoonjae, Park Hee-seo, who played Yoonjae in the first season, she does it so well. Like, she really embodies that character. She was such a critical character to the first season. So I imagined, she was going to be really a focal point of this season as well. And she wasn't even in my mind that she would be replaced. I knew that Yina, the actress who plays Yina, she was part of Tiara, and there was a whole controversy there. So I thought she probably wouldn't end up coming back. But I never thought she would have more presence in this season than Park Hee-seo did. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, but Yoonjae's original actress. I thought she was a shoo-in to be there, and it never even crossed my mind that she would be replaced, and she was the one that was replaced in here. She was my favorite. So, all things considered, the episode was structured nicely. It was really goofy, over-the-top drama stuff. But obviously, that's the nature of it. By the way, in case you don't know, this is my first Korean drama I've ever watched. I watched this one early, from late 2016 to early 2017. I was watching the first season of this, and that was my first K-drama. I intended to watch more, I just haven't had time, and I kind of fell out of priority. But yeah, it was had an impact on me. It made me happy whenever I was watching that show. But to know such a big part of that show is gone now, I've been replaced. It's really disappointing. That being said, I don't give up on shows that easily. I will be watching. I'll watch the rest of the season, and maybe I'll give some more of my thoughts later. But yeah, I wasn't too ecstatic about the opening car scene with them fighting around. It was really wacky, but I did like how the threading of the story really came together nicely. I didn't expect it to work out that way, and the fact that guy who let them get in front of him at the intersection, he ended up being the serial killer thing, who was also just he happened to be a nice guy who was also a serial killer, and then he was just messing up, and such silly stuff with the sleeping pills and all that nonsense getting rearranged because everyone was mad at each other, and then they felt bad for each other, so they were exchanging the drink that had the sleeping pills in it. But man, so we really got a couple heavy losses the first episode, though. We had Yoonjae being replaced which was a complete shock to me. I don't know if you were following that, you knew about it. But we also have the character Yina leaving, which was more predictable. I didn't expect her to be in the season at all, honestly. I thought maybe they'd just write her off and just talk about her talk about something happened with her as she went off somewhere, and just not bring her up again. I really did like this episode as a send-off to her, but at the same time it almost made it apparent, wow, you're getting rid of her because of some drama, some controversy, but you can see the chemistry was so there, and it's wow, you're gonna lose another piece of that over some silly stuff. And they introduced some new girl who I thought was a guy at first, so I was like, oh, they're introducing a guy? How does that work? But they did talk about her and say she was a girl at the end there. So at the previews leading up to the next episode, at least. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But honestly, I'm pretty sure it will never be the same for me now. Because the show is losing Critical, my favorite character, and also because I don't think I'll ever be able to connect with that character like I did with Yoonjae initially. Because it's supposed to be the same character, I think, but it just never will be the same. Because, And Yina wasn't my favorite character in the first season, but she definitely brought an interesting dynamic to the group that will definitely be missed. I'm just looking at the original cast photo here from the 2016 one. Hopefully I'll post it right here. Come on now. A couple big losses here. I forget exactly what the controversy was for Tiara. But obviously it wasn't big enough where she couldn't be in the first episode. So why not just let her be in the series? So, really, people are going to be mad about her being in it? I don't think so. I think it would have just at least maintain that much of the dynamic there. But now we've got only 3 of the original members. Jin Myung I love, though, so I'm glad she's still around. They're all great, but it's such a big loss, and what a way to start off a season with those 2 big losses. I don't know the reception of how it's being received or anything, but if the first episode is any indication, it will be good, it'll be fun, but it just probably won't have that special spark for me again. That's just what I'm thinking after watching the first episode. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Obviously, I still have, 11 other episodes this season to watch, something like that. So I'm interested to check them out. Yeah, I just wanted to express that to you because I don't have anyone I talk about K-dramas with right now, because this is the only one I watch, really. So, yeah, I don't have anyone to grieve to right now. Oh, I'm so mad. This new actress, I did not like the new actress at all. Not only do I wish we had the original actress, I just don't like this new actress. But we'll see. We'll see, I guess. Thank you for watching. I love you, and I will always love Hello My 20s, Age of Youth, at least for season 1. We'll see what season 2 has in store. But at the very least, it'll always hold a special place in my heart for the way it affected me initially and the initial connection I had with the characters. It's so great. That's it.